Good afternoon. My name is Geraldine Hart and I'm your special magistrate for today. Today is September 2nd, 2025. You're here today because you've received a citation for code enforcement saying that your property is not in compliance. I believe these were follow-up complaints.
Hearings, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so anyone who's going to provide testimony, please raise your right hands to be sworn in. Do you swear from the testimony you can provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. If the county would like to call its first case.
Okay, the first case is for Mr. Dayton, who is out on National Forest Road 732.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Dayton.
Hello.
All right, so we were here last time and we kind of explained to you what needed to be done, and please repeat for me. What we had was a very large amount of vehicles.
That is correct. It is violations for home occupation, meaning no application or approval. Violations against the property zoning. He is currently using the property for not what it is zoned for. He is storing an excess of inoperable vehicles, excessive number of vehicles without license plate, and an excessive number of discarded objects, unpermitted storage buildings, storage of hazardous or incendiary or noxious materials, fencing that is exceeding the code of the land development regulations for Baker County, noise and odor and hazardous waste and nuisance and pollution, and the fact that he is a repeat and / continuous offender.
Okay. Again, all of these problems still exist.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Dayton. So tell me what's going on. This has been 3 months since we were here last.
3 months this go around. He has a previous code enforcement hearing. From 2002 for the same thing.
Okay. All right, Mr. Dayton. So if I do find that Mr. Dayton is continues to be in violation, what is the county asking for?
County is asking, as a repeat offender, an $85 administration fee, a $300 a day first day fine, and a $30 per day thereafter fine up to 180 days be levied on the property.
All right, up to 180 days, and you said it's how much for
Up to 180 days, and it's $30 per day.
$30 per day. Okay. All right. All right, Mr. Dayton, that is quite a significant amount of money that would be levied on your property. Let's see, we're talking about $85 administrative fee, $300 for the first day, and then we're talking, and when you say the first day, the county is requesting the first day from the date of when I found that he wasn't in compliance, or
Correct.
from today? Okay. So you're halfway through that 180 days because it's been 90. So if you were to continue for the full 180 days, that's $5,400 at the $30 per day plus the $385, and that would be $5,785 if my math is correct. Okay, so tell me what's going on with your property.
Well, back in June when we talked, I told you I couldn't clean it up in 2 months. You told me to do what I could, so I did.
Okay.
And then I come back, and you can see the significant change from the first to the second.
Well,
And then the pictures I just got from the officer that delivered to me, there's no violations in front of the fence, and the ones that are in front of the fence are tagged and insured.
And see, well, what we do. So one of the problems is, and I think we told this before, that the fence in and of itself is a violation because it's too tall, right? And then I know I did tell you before too that you can't just put things behind the fence. Once we've seen it, they've got to make sure that these things are cleared out. I'm positive I said that before. So, I mean, when you listen to the violations now, you know, I know you got the fence up and you're trying to, you know, cover it, which is appreciated so that no one else has to see it. But the fence in and of itself is a violation because it's only supposed to be 6 feet in height, and it's 8-foot fence.
Minimum of 8, yes, ma'am.
Well, I was also in the process of getting commercial property, but I just learned y'all have put a lien on my house, so that stopped that.
That's not entirely true. I'm the one who actually spoke with the lien search company, and they asked if there was a lien, and I told them the truth. I said, as of this moment, there is not yet. However, today was a hearing, and as of the last time I went out, you were not compliant. She asked me what the dollar amount of the lien was, and I said I would not know until today, and I did tell her I would call her back.
There's the text he sent me with y'all's,
I didn't talk to a man, I talked to a woman.
this is the loan officer, and it says I'm approved until the title search that Baker County has a lien on my property.
Like I said, I told her.
That's exactly what it says.
I told
So
her.
I can't do anything else with a lien on my property, so my hands are tied. I was trying to move to a commercial property that I have got, but now y'all block my money, so.
Well, I mean, in private
Actually,
practice.
the woman that I spoke with, her name was Claudette, and I spoke to her on the 21st at 1 o'clock, and she is with First Source Title. She was the one running the title search.
I haven't talked to a lady. My loan officer is right here, his name
Well,
was a man.
this is the company that they hired to do the title search.
And well, here's the point. I mean, I handle real estate in my private practice, so there's a difference between having a lien on your property and having an order for compliance. As of right now, today, you do not have a lien on your property. Okay, you don't have one. Now, will an order of compliance possibly show up? Yes, but an order of compliance is not a lien. It's a requirement for you to get your property cleaned up within a certain period of time.
Well-
It's a different thing. So,
Evidently, they won't do the loan with it on there. 'Cause you can see the text, that he was waiting on that.
So when you get this commercial property, your plan is to move?
Move to the commercial property.
All right, when are you supposed to close on this commercial property?
Ma'am,
When are you supposed to close on it?
I don't understand.
When is your loan supposed to be fulfilled and you own the property so that you can move your stuff over?
I'm gonna rent the property, and it's at 905 Highway 90 in Columbia County.
Okay, so you're going to rent that property, you're not purchasing it?
I'm going to rent it,
Okay, so then why do they need a title search on your property?
because I have to put down a $10,000 deposit.
Okay, so you're trying to take a home equity loan out of your property?
Yes.
Okay, see, I can follow the
Yes.
crumbs. So, all right,
Exactly right.
all right, so that you can do that and move over. All right, so when they do the home equity loan, how long will it take them to complete the loan?
Oh, a couple of days would be, I'm understanding. They've been approved until they did the title search and then found the code enforcement put a lien on the.
Okay,
the
well,
title,
there's no lien.
according to them.
Okay, well, you can tell them as of right now, there is no lien, right? We want you to move everything over. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. I'd rather you spend $5,700 on getting your property here cleaned up than spending it just for nothing at the end of the day, right? I'm not sure why this process wasn't done sooner, because we are at 90 days, and I mean, even before then, you knew there was a problem, because this isn't the first go-round.
And when you got the first notice, you never bothered to call my office to discuss anything. And I could have told you then, at that time, that there was a process you could go through to bring your property into compliance, but you never reached out to talk to me.
I've showed up here every time I've got.
No. When you got your letter, your very first letter that said you were in violation and said all the things you were in violation of, you never reached out to me to discuss that.
What
that
year
would-
are you talking about?
I'm sorry?
What year are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about a couple of months ago, when you got the
So it
first
was
letter.
sometime
No.
In June, if I remember.
I'm not talking about your first order to appear. I'm talking about your very first letter that you got that said you were in violation. The very first one you got back in November of '24. It was a letter like this that laid out everything that you were in violation of. You never called me to discuss it.
But I
Had
probably
you
didn't get it.
Had you called me, whose signature is that?
My girlfriend.
She's the one who signed for it.
That makes sense too.
So if you had called me, I could have walked you through your various options. But not only did you ignore that one, you ignored the one that followed it, and the only one you've shown up for is when we had you served to come to the first hearing. But even after doing that, you didn't reach out to me to say, hey, what are my options?
Didn't know that was an option.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, this isn't a money-making venture for the county.
No,
right?
absolutely
I mean,
not.
This is a money sinker, right?
Ma'am?
This isn't a making venture for the county. This is a money sinker, right? Every time they have to pay for me to come out here, every time we have to pay for code enforcement to go out and look at the properties, you know, this is something that we don't want to have to do. So if you cooperate with us when you first get the notices, then it'd be great. Or if you cooperate from the first time of the hearing, like I said, it's been 3 months, right? I'm glad that you've come up with a solution, but again, you had 90 days to come up with a solution, and it happens to be just a couple days before we had this second hearing that, you know, you contact and say, okay, well, here's what I'm going to do now. If I say to you, I'm going to give you another 30 days and that's all I'm given, and at the end of 30 days, if this property is not clear, she's going to send me an order and I'm going to sign it, right, saying that you're in violation. That's about all I'm willing to do.
But if you remember our first conversation, you asked me how long to clean up, and I said a year.
Yeah, and I said that's
Because
not
there's
reasonable.
No way I could have done it in 2 months.
Well,
No fault.
and what I told you was that is not reasonable. I'm not going to give you a year.
You said do what I could, and I thought I'd done a whole bunch for 2 months.
Well-
I hauled off 44 cars, I think it was, first go-round.
Well, I think you've hauled off a lot. I can tell from the pictures you've hauled off a lot. I don't know if those are just behind the fence.
I'll be honest with you, Mr. Dayton.
I'm trying to do the solution, but my hands are tied with this loan thing, so what you want me to do?
I'll be honest with you, Mr. Dayton. You knew you were in compliance before I ever sent you the first letter, because you knew you had a lien previously from the Code Enforcement Board for exactly what I was sending you the letter for the last time you tried to refinance your house. And you came and you picked up a packet from me because you tried to argue that you knew nothing about that one. And I painstakingly made...
The lady,
You talked to both me and the director at the time, and I made you a
she
photocopy
threw all
of
that out.
No, she didn't.
Then why
I
did
made
they
you a
take the lien off
photocopy
the
of the
house?
whole, they didn't take it off, it expired. They expire after 20 years. We didn't take it
That's not what
off.
she told me on.
It expires, yes, sir.
Okay, there, my question again, what you want me to do? I can't do it without money.
All right, so let me ask you this. You get this loan, how long is it going to take you to move everything off of this property onto commercial property?
At least 2 months. That's only me and my son, so I mean, we got 50 people to move stuff.
All right. So if you buy this commercial property, this is going to be your permanent solution. right? There will be no more code enforcement
Won't
violations.
even be in Baker County.
So you're
I'll be
moving,
happy.
you're moving completely out of Baker County is what you're saying.
Columbia County.
You're moving to Columbia County altogether.
No, only the business portion.
Yeah,
'Cause
just
he's
the business
renting
part,
it.
Not my residential.
Okay, that's what I was, that's what I
Yeah,
said.
Just the business. part.
Because you said you'd be happy in Columbia County. You won't even be in Baker is what you just said.
I'll be out of Baker for the business.
For the, okay. All of it, but it's all gonna be done. That property's not gonna have not one violation on it. That's what you're telling me.
Violation being as the
Being-
fence and the cars.
The fence, the cars, any other violation. I mean, if there's a violation because you've got an unpermitted shed, there will not be a violation for that. There will not be any violations. At the end of 2
Can I
months,
have a list of what you're calling a violation?
they're in the
So
code.
there's cut and dry.
Well, you can
I
get a
can
copy
give
of,
him, I can give him another copy of the letters.
yeah, copy of the letters, but also just Baker County Housing Code. Those are online. You
Our
can-
land
Well, she said
development.
something
development code.
About building a while ago. That kind of confused me.
Yeah, it's a building code, land development code. It's what's got all the rules and regulations regarding, what you can and what you can't do with your property.
And it's all based on your zoning.
Mm-hmm.
So like, not everything is permitted on the same property, because everybody is zoned differently. Some people have residential zoning, some people have agriculture zoning, some people have commercial zoning, and all of those things allow different things. So what they're called are land development regulations, and they are actually online through a website that's called MuniCode. And you can look them up and you can look at everything.
What was the code? What was
It's
the
called MuniCode.
Community code?
No,
Muni.
MUNI code. And then you just look up Baker County, Florida. That's very important. Baker County, Florida, not Baker County, Oregon, because we have a lot of people make that confusion and try to show us their codes, and we're like, no, those don't apply to us. So make sure it's Baker County, Florida,
Okay.
okay?
All right, so this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I said, this is what I'm going to do. Since you've got a solution and you said 2 months, 2 months I think is reasonable. At the end of 2 months, if this isn't completely done, then you will be fined. Okay? So this is the last extension, the last time. You will be fined if this isn't complete in 2 months.
So you're going 60 calendar,
I'll do 60 calendar days.
okay? And will there be another hearing or just,
I think we're required to have another,
So
Okay.
that'll be November
yeah.
sometime.
Yeah, you'll get a notice to appear unless if you are in compliance at that point. If before the hearing she goes out to your property and sees that everything is gone, the fence is down, all the cars are gone, and your property looks great, every single one of these violations is fixed, then you won't have to come back for another hearing. Okay, she's going to give you a notice of compliance, and you'll be done. But otherwise, at the end of that 60-day time frame, which, let's see, we'll give you 60 days from tomorrow, which would be November 1st, 2025, which is a Saturday. Do you want to move that to the Monday?
sure, so 11/3,
Yeah.
okay?
So by 11/3, that is your drop dead date that everything must be completed on the
11/3?
11/3.
On the fence, I will give you a shortcut. If you cut it down to 6 foot, you don't have to tear it down. I've had people do that.
Okay.
Just cut off however many feet above 6. As long as it does not exceed 6 foot, you're fine.
Okay.
If your title person needs to call the county back to verify that it is not a lien it is an order for compliance, which is a different thing, then tell her to do that.
I will reach out to Claudette. I told her I would reach out after the hearing. I told her it probably wouldn't be today because it was so late in the afternoon, but I told her I would call her first thing in the morning, and I will do that. I will let her
I don't
know.
know who that is.
Like I said,
I've never heard
your
that.
loan officer, that's the company that they hire to do the title searches.
Oh, okay.
So she is who reached out to me, and I did tell her I would give her a call back.
Okay.
So that is what I will do, is I will give her a call in the
They'll give it
morning.
to him.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Hopefully I won't see you in 60 days.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so the next case?
The next case is for Mr. Jay Blanchard. This is a repeat violation, and this is also a fine hearing for him as well because he was not compliant by the date of the order, which was August the 7th, and he remains in violation for no motor vehicles or parts thereof or trailers that are inoperable for more than 30 days can be stored on his lot. No more than 2 vehicles can be stored on the lot. Automotive vehicles or trailers of any type without current license plates, no discarded objects, including but not limited to appliances, building parts, vehicle parts, or equipment parts. And then, of course, he is a repeat offender. Should you find him remaining non-compliant today, the county is requesting an $85 administration fee, $150 first day fine, $30 per day fine thereafter, up to 180 days be levied on the property.
Good afternoon. All right, Mr. Blanchard, tell me what's going on with your property. I do see some pictures here that do appear that you
Well, I moved
still
my
have
back of it
violations.
already Out of the front yard, moving my mom's property in the back. And the camper that was there, I was just doing some repairs on it for a friend of mine. And they done come and got it. And actually, my brother-in-law brought one up there this past week to fix his generator, and he's picking it up today. But I just got the keys to my Corvettes today to move them. And I kind of laid up for about a couple of weeks. I wrecked my bike, and I was in Sanderson, so I'm just now getting like to move around again. But I got my yard. She couldn't buy the day, but you see I got a lot of stuff moved and a lot of stuff out of there and got rid of.
So are these pictures are from today?
Those are from this morning, and this is from what it looked like at the last hearing.
Right.
And more stuff has been brought in, not removed.
Well, the ones that brought in the camper in that truck, my brother-in-law was picking it up
There's
today.
actually 2 pages of pictures.
And the red car is licensed, my Camaro is licensed, and my Dually,
Because there's-
but 2 Corvettes and my Jeep, that's stuff I've been collecting.
All right, Mr. Blanchard, come here.
I did get the keys to them today.
You're telling me that by the end of the day, this is going to be gone?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I wanted it gone last night, but
That's gone. What about-
he's 7 years old.
what
That
about-
belongs to him, same guy.
So that's going to be gone
Yes, ma'am.
tonight, okay? Let's see, then let's go back. What about, that truck is this truck right there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and then
There's a Bourbon Corvette.
There's-
All that's gone.
there's your Corvette, right?
Yes, ma'am. That red car is gonna be put in the back, covered up, and the blue one's gonna be put in the back, covered up. And the Camaro is legal with tags and everything.
So the Camaro works, runs, and it's legal, okay. Then what about all this stuff right here? What's all that?
That's all behind the fence. I took the fence down, put a new fence up. That's just some stuff that, looks like grass, like a picture, but then it's just a lot of, I got the front yard, that's the back. We cleaned all that up this morning. In the last few hours, got removed a lot of stuff and got it away.
Because what time were you out there this morning?
It was about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
I
And that was all in front of the fence?
Yes, ma'am, all this.
So-
gone out.
All this stuff is in front of the fence so that it's to be thrown away, or why
Yeah,
is
we
it?
done got rid of it. We had to put it on a trailer and haul it off.
So this is, so you're telling me this is no longer there?
No.
Okay, and
Now,
then,
there's a few things behind the fence, but that's, just a couple of little dirt bikes and stuff like that. That my young ones-
so there's the dirt bike, that's fine, right? Because it's tagged and operable. So, let's see, from what I can tell, he's saying this is gone now. He's saying this is tagged and operable. That's not a, this one's not the
There's a
Corvette.
Burberry Corvette and a
That
blue
one?
one.
That one is the
Oh, yeah,
Corvette?
that belongs to a friend of mine who works at the state hospital.
Okay, so this one, why is it there? Is he just parking it there for right
Yeah,
now?
well, to be honest with you, the water leak and give it to his son.
here's
They want me to find a
the
water
red
leak
one,
for
and
it.
then there's the blue one.
Yeah, that's my two Corvettes. Now, the Corvette is tagged, but it's out of date, but it's got a legal tag on it. But I'm
Then it's-
empty around
If
If
back.
it's out of date, it's
It's
not
not.
legal.
Yeah, okay. But I can good cover them up there around back, right?
I'm sorry?
You can cover it and have it covered.
Up there around back. But I make room, I'm gonna clean my backside too. That's the make, I'm gonna clean a lot of stuff, a lot of it.
I mean, it's still,
And then there's this whole debris pile here.
this isn't the same as this one here. This is
No.
different.
This is, if you're standing facing the property,
The first round.
this one right here is the left side. This right here is the blind corner that you're
Yes,
supposed to
ma'am.
keep
Yeah, there's a
clear.
trailer by there with some lumber coming across the road. They cleaned it out and now getting all that stuff, burning the wood, that's bad. The wood is good and getting rid of it. So a friend of mine was telling me to get all that.
So this is all,
Yeah, that's a fence I'm making that I got right here in front of this fence right here.
Mhm.
Now there is two, sawhorses set up where I'm building the fence. That's got slats on it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all that is. It's not
Would-
done wood.
just as I told Mr. Dayton before you, as far as the fences are concerned, they still have to be, because they've already seen it, they still have to be able to see what's behind the fence. You can't just
Yeah.
build a fence so
Well,
that they can't see
They
it.
usually lower than standard.
That's correct. The ones in the front, can't be higher than 4 foot.
Yeah.
Right.
But you have to be very, very careful when you get over here to this blind corner,
Yeah, that's
because you
why I-
cannot
if you see-
obstruct,
If you see it, you gotta lower the fence.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter, the word you see.
but you have all the stuff piled behind it that makes it very difficult
Yeah, that's that
to
trailer,
see.
that's the
Yeah.
trailer they're moving out of. I had wood to build most of the fence on that side, but I built it lower. And
So when are you moving this stuff?
those would be gone here, far gone by now.
It's gone, probably gone by now?
Yeah, they out there moving it.
Okay, so this will be gone, you're saying this is gone, we're saying
And
that,
the two cars and my Jeep will be around back, covered up.
you're saying that this is gone and that this is gone.
Yes, that's gone today. The one she gave this morning, should be back in time and moving.
Okay, let's see. So this would be taken care of, that would be taken care of. Trailers, what about your automotive trailers, where are they?
Yeah, well, the one that's got that wood on it, that corn she's talking about,
Mm-hmm.
and the other ones are
There's one
little
right
bitty
there.
trailers, like you haul trash and stuff with.
Do you have tags on them?
Yes, on the one, and the other one is on the tag it. It's a little bitty trailer.
So both of them need to be tagged. So you've got one that's tagged, one that's not. No discarded objects, you're saying that all that has been cleaned out and should be gone today.
Yeah. If you give them for, say, 10 days, I have the whole yard nice. But this is getting, and I moved a lot of stuff. Now I got right next to my house is a
I'm
cancer
sorry, it was
bin.
out there at 11:30.
And, I got, my mom's getting all that, she just got her place put in. I'm getting her the furniture for pool and stuff.
Then what about the hazardous waste? Which one, what are you referring to with the hazardous
I don't
waste?
even see no.
Anything
That's
in
that,
all of
the
this.
stuff, all the trash?
Yeah, not knowing exactly how much.
Yeah, trash is always been on the
Liquid
trailers.
stuff
I don't
there
know,
is.
because the dogs always get trash cans and stuff like that on the trailer. And it's just stuff I went to with mom's house front, to go through it all.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told you last time, and I just got done with all that stuff, and she got a new place, and apparently she didn't want too much of it sitting in her new place, so I just threw it all away.
Yeah. Yeah, because your mom's house burned down quite a bit ago, right? 2/25/25?
That took them a little while to get it, new place in there.
Okay.
And that's when her move on permit was
Last year, I told you I had a lot of stuff over there, so I stayed there 40 years being over there.
Mm-hmm.
She had a lot of stuff. And my brothers, most of them all gone now, my brothers.
All right, so what you're telling me is 1, 2, 3, 4 of the violations are completely done today.
Yeah.
We've got one trailer
Yeah,
that needs to be tagged,
that's right.
and then this 34.2 is just all of this stuff. And what you're telling me is at the end of 10 days, you will be done.
That's right. My front yard is nice. Again,
Because again, as I told Mr. Dayton, that's
yeah,
$5,700.
that's right.
That, all that stuff, if you took everything, all that trash you have in your yard and you were to sell it, you wouldn't get even close to $5,700, right? It's not worth it.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to give you 10 days to get it done. She's going to go out in 10 days to double check it. If not, then we'll come back.
Yeah.
We will come back for hearing.
And
And what we'll do is, yeah, and then this is it. This is the last one. I'm not giving any more.
Yes, I understand.
Okay?
I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. All right, next case.
Next case is for Mr. and Mrs. James and Susan Porter. They actually no-showed the first hearing for the order of compliance, and you gave them 14 days. Went back out, and literally nothing has changed other than they did mow the grass. Which was not something we regulated.
Yeah.
But no similar to Mr. Dayton, just not to the extreme, or I'm sorry, Mr. Blanchard, just not to the extreme. Has several motor vehicles that are not tagged and inoperable, and haven't moved in over 30 days, and more than 2 of them, that don't have license plates at all. And so as a first-time offender, the county is asking for an $85 administration fee, a $50 first day fine, and a $10 per day thereafter fine, up to 180 days be levied on the property.
All right. Since the Porters have not appeared, I'm going to accept staff's recommendation and assess a fine of an $85 administrative fee, $50 for a first day fine, and $10 each day thereafter for up to 180 days to be levied on the property.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, next case.
And the next case is going to be with the Jordans, Shelley and Harriet, who are actually deceased. The granddaughter, Emily Barton, is the one who is residing on the property. And that is for an attractive nuisance, motor vehicles and parts that were being stored, more than 2 vehicles being stored, and no discarded objects, including appliances and things. However, we did discuss at the last hearing that they had at least removed, I believe it was a washer, and so they have since corrected that, and then there are pictures attached from today's inspection.
And today's inspection looks a lot better
Yes, ma'am.
than what it did. It just seems like maybe there's a couple things that need to be moved.
That's what I don't I mean, my grass is tall, but other than that, I don't really know what the
Okay.
problem is.
Do you want to show her what the
Sure.
remaining issues are? Because what I'm willing to do, I mean, you've made a significant amount of progress, and I'm willing to close this case out based on the pictures that I have here. But she's going to show you just a couple more things that need to be resolved.
I mean, I don't believe this particular trailer is required to have a tag on it. But the 2 lawnmowers, I mean, I would suggest maybe putting them on the side or around the rear, maybe. And then, I mean, there's some kind of, and it is hard to see from the street, so you're there, you would know better than I would, but like, it looks like there's like
That's
some
our
things
dog
in the
food.
in the grass.
That's a barrel that we put our dog food in. We
Okay.
have a lot of dogs.
Okay. That's really all I can see.
Okay, the lawnmowers right now, as you can see, our grass is tall. We're
Mhm.
trying to like we've got like a bunch, like 3 lawnmowers, not a bunch, but we're trying to get one to run with those. And that trailer just got there last night.
Mhm.
The lawnmower on that trailer does run, but the belt pops off. So we're trying to like get one together, but that trailer's not going to stay there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm willing to close out the
Okay.
case then, based on your testimony and the pictures that we have here, because what we've got, just put all those lawnmowers, if you're going to work on them to get one of them to run, put them in the back, right?
Okay.
So that, and work on them back there, so that they're not seen, and that's it. Your case is closed. Thank you.
I will send you a closure letter, and I will also make sure that that's recorded with the clerk of court as well.
And then just make sure your property stays in compliance, because you don't want to come back as a repeat offender.
I definitely don't.
Because then your fines go higher. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good afternoon.
Y'all too.
All right. Do we have any other cases?
Not that I'm aware
All
of.
right. Being that there are no other cases, we are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.